Good morning. I'm Charlie Gibson.
I'm Katie Couric.
And I'm Brian Williams.
And we are all uniting. We're uniting in a... Well, there's limits. We're uniting in an unprecedented effort to stand up to cancer, and we hope you will too.
All three network news anchors are announcing a groundbreaking collaboration to stand up to cancer. We're joined by Katie Couric of the CBS Evening News, Brian Williams of NBC's Nightly News, and Charles Gibson of ABC's World News. Good morning to you all.
Morning, Harry.
So I know why you're motivated to be involved in this. Why you?
Oh, this was sadly natural for me. I've lost a mother, a sister to cancer. My father survived it. Name the American family. Talk about 6 degrees of separation. It's more like 1 or 2 now. So it's all through our family. This was an absolute natural.
Charlie?
There isn't a family who hasn't been touched. My mom, my dad, both of them. My sister had incipient. My wife has had breast cancer. It's in every family, as Brian says.
Well, the American Association for Cancer Research will distribute the money, Meredith, and a lot of it, a big chunk of it, will go to so-called dream teams who are working in collaboration, very much like the networks are and we are, in coming up with new approaches or focused on a specific kind of cancer. And then a smaller percentage will go to cutting-edge, out-of-the-box research, sort of pie-in-the-sky ideas that can't get the funding, that can often result in incredibly effective therapies. You know, our show, we want it to be engaging and entertaining and informative. It's not going to be overly earnest, or, you know, I'm not going to be Debbie Downer, and these guys aren't either. Right. So, you know, it's going to be hopefully enlightening and also empowering.
Cancer patients and their chemo-induced baldness have stolen the sympathy that is rightfully mine. You see, cancer bald is a badge of courage and honor, while bald has simply become genetically defective. These chemo bald Johnny-come-latelys have created a gutter class of the naturally bald, horned in on our gravy train, and cast us out like common circus freaks.
All of the networks are combining, and on September 5th we'll do what they call a roadblock. The same program will be on NBC, ABC, and CBS. And it will be designed to get people's attention focused again on cancer research and to raise, we hope, a whole lot of money.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Rob Riggle from The Daily Show, and I've got a message I'd like to give cancer. F you, cancer. F you. Give as much money as you can afford so we can all tell cancer to go f itself. F you, cancer. F you.
The research dollars, the federally funded research dollars, are drying up. The number of peer-reviewed projects that are getting approved for federal dollars are fewer and fewer, now 1 out of 10. And so this is necessity, really, to get private dollars involved. And
Charlie, you know, scientists are moving out of the country to go to Asia or Europe, or they're getting out of the field altogether. There's a serious brain drain going on in this country because of the dollar situation.
Here's a disease that has taken in just my family, my mother and my sister, and everyone I know has a personal connection. Does the conversation reflect that, do you think, in America? Does our coverage reflect that? Can we change the game by just assuming it's as ubiquitous as it is?
Well, of course, I have a story to my mother and other people in my family. We all do it. I think that goes without saying. 1.5 million Americans this year will be diagnosed with some form of cancer, and 565,000 will die of it. So you just do the math and divide it by the number of families in America, you can see that everyone is affected by this. Right now we're in a very difficult situation because the budget for medical research in this country had been going up. It was suddenly stopped. So all kinds of very talented people who could be really helping in the battle against this disease are not getting the funding they need. This is a critical time, and it's very important that we call attention to that political fact. Obviously, there's all kinds of demands on the federal budget, but this is one that I don't think, as you pointed out, there's a single American who would object to.
And so we really need to be mad as hell and not take it anymore and open our wallets and say we want to come up with better solutions and even a cure.
Make a little noise.
Make a little noise.
It's still
I like
okay
that.
in this country.
It is. Stand Up to Cancer, September 5th on all 3 networks.
Stand up and start a movement. stand up for a cure, a chance, a change. Stand up to know and say yes.
Gonna rise up, find my direction magnetically. Gonna rise up, throw down my ace in the hole.
This is where the end of cancer begins. Stand up with all of us. Stand up. Stand up to cancer.